So I'm out and about again today at Bradgate Park. Have a look at this. This is called Hunt's Hill entrance, where we're going to go up because there's a place at the top of the hill called Old John, and they've opened it up. Now, I grew up round here and I've never had the chance to be inside it. Perhaps you did too, and didn't also. So we're going to have a look. Bit of a walk up this way. Going to have a check. Beautiful walk down through the woods, over to the little hill. Over there, there's going to be some restrooms. I think they call them in America, but you know, we're talking about toilets. But as I come here, this is the wall and the gate. Now, when I grew up, it was considerably different because the gate there now is a kissing gate. When I grew up, they had steps that went up and over the wall and then down the other side. I think all the NIMBYs are tucking them out. Me, I'd have put a slide on the other side and had some fun with it. And when I was a kid, growing up here, going up to, you can probably see now, the top of the hill there, here's Old John. Coming down there on your plastic sledge was quite something. We're going to have a wander up to have a look at the view. That is Old John and the Needle on the other side. I don't know too much about that, so I'm rather hoping that in a minute. The windows are open, so there'll be somebody in there hoping to tell us. But look at this. We've not even got any height on us yet, but look at that view. And that's Leicester over that way. Well, we've got Cropston Reservoir and one or two other bits and pieces. We'll have a view from the top. And as a child, right up to my teens really, to be honest, this hill is huge. And when it's covered in snow and you come down here at a hell of a pace, bouncing up and down over all these rocks, desperately hoping to stop before you hit the bloody gates down at the bottom. Great youth. Health and safety have gone bloody mad. And ladies and gentlemen, the view from the top of this hill of the surrounding areas. I mean, come on. Who lives in a house like that? My goodness. Right across there, Cropston Reservoir, and it keeps going. Do you know what, as I'm looking? Apparently every mile we have an 8-inch radius on this globe. I'm buggered if I could see it. As you walk in, beautiful hunting scene there. Somebody's already told me up these steps here to the top. Let's go. Had a lovely natter with the people here. We're talking about what this particular thing was used for, and I'm going to show you as I turn around now, because at the back here you might see there's some copses which were built and put in for the hunting. This is part of the hunting estate, one of the richest fellas in the country at the time. Originally they popped this up to watch the racing, and if you look, there's a track down there that goes all the way around, to which he made a lot of money on. And then we did the hunting and he did all that, and then he went to London and lost it all. There's an awful lot that they can tell you if you come up here, and they will. But I've just come for the view, and having never been inside said tower, given to the people of Leicester in 1928 by Mr. Charles Benyon. You can find that. The Greys that used to live here right from the 1530s, I think the house was built. But of course, by the 1560s, it was all over, and they'd left in the 1700s because they got so much money they didn't need to. This was a hunting lodge. Enjoy. I got to tell you, people, I've just come up to the Old John and I've had a wander around, and well, I'll be honest, the rangers have been and told me I can't film. So I may be evicted from Bradgate Park, as it is a private entity. It is a private place, but as a private place, it's also a business. So you wonder what this is. But that is it. They've come to tell me I can't film, and I've told them. And still, with Old John, by the way, that refers to the hill, not to the building. The building's a copy of another building that was put up in Cheshire, and they copied it and they built it up here, maintaining, even though it's fallen over, to maintain the jug-like look of it. And as I wander down the latter part of the hill, you still see Old John and the Needle, which is a war memorial up there too. They've got a little book up there that'll tell you lots of information, but they didn't want me to film, which I found gone slightly strange. And the rangers came and they told me a few things, that it's private. Well, it's not, it's a trust given to the city of Leicester, but we'll have to look at how the trust thing works, but it certainly therefore isn't private. And they told me that I can't film because it might involve me perhaps sending out information for reward. Now I think that's a bit strange when you think, hang on, if people know about the place, they might want to come. But if you don't tell them, they bloody well won't. It's just me. Listen, this fella, he answers me when I get out and about. I've just had a bleat about them bollocking me for videoing. The rangers.
Oh, right, why is that?
Because I'm not allowed to film, because they've just said that this is a private place, and she's just told me it's a trust. Well, it can't be both.
Well,
So,
more trust in the trust.
huh?
There should be more trust in the trust.
Well, they should be, and they should put it out. And if they don't tell people what's going on, as I just wanted to ask the ranger, some questions he would answer based upon his experiences with people, with their dogs, his husbandry of all the wild fowl and indeed the sheep and deer that are on here, and the problems they have. Wouldn't it be nice to tell the public some of the issues so they can take care of that? You know, not let the dogs off, clean up the dog poo and that sort of stuff. Don't be throwing bottles in the bloody rivers. But I wasn't allowed.
Well, that's not very good, is it?
I think it's slightly strange, that was all, friend. What's your name?
Matt, what's yours?
My name's Wayne.
Wayne,
Lovely
nice
to meet you.
Wayne.
Are you just having a wander to have a look at the things?
I just had a walk to stretch my legs.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was lovely. Well, I get out on the bike and that was it. But as I say, they didn't want me to film and didn't want me to have any information.
Well,
I find it peculiar. I'm stood right in front of the bylaws. I've had a quick look down. At no point does it say no filming. When I spoke to one of the rangers, or rather the rangers came up to me and stated that I couldn't film as it might be for profit or reward. Well, how are you going to prove that? That's a difficult one, isn't it? We're always looking for a like. We like that. We like, follow. I like comments. Give me a comment, baby.